Welcome to Study and Analyze. In this video, I will explain the first chapter of Geography of class 7th, which is our environment. So, our environment is a very basic chapter and an introductory chapter about your environment where you live in. Okay, so let's begin. The main points are: the word environment is derived from the French word environner, which means to surround. So anything that surrounds you can be called as environment. Environment is our basic life support system. Because it supports life, life is possible in our environment. It provides us the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land where we live. So it is a combination of natural and human-made phenomena. But human beings modify the environment according to their needs. So, keeping these things in mind, we will now study the three components of environment, which is natural environment, human-made environment, and the human. So, natural environment will include the natural things like the birds, animals, plants, and land, air, water, which is present naturally. Human-made environment include made by the humans, like the buildings, the malls, the theaters, etc. Human environment includes our human beings and their relationship that they possess in the environment. So these are the three components of environment. Next, we will study natural environment. Natural environment is composed of biotic and abiotic factors. Biotic factors include the world of living organisms like the plants, animals, humans, and the abiotic component includes the world of non-living organisms like the TV, refrigerator, anything that is non-living, that will be considered as abiotic. So, both biotic and abiotic components complete the natural environment, without which the natural environment will be incomplete. So, next we will study certain domains of our Earth, which you have already studied. So, it's just an revision or introduction. Okay, lithosphere. It is the solid crust or hard top layer of Earth. It is composed of rocks and minerals. So, the layer on which you are living right now, the land on which you are living, is the lithosphere, is the domain of lithosphere. It also includes the plateaus, the valleys, the desert, and everything that is part of land is the domain of lithosphere. Next domain is hydrosphere. It includes all the sources of water and water bodies like the sea, the ocean, the river, the lakes, ponds, etc. Next is atmosphere. It is the blanket of air that surrounds the earth. It includes a number of gases like carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, argon, etc. Vapor, smoke, soot, aerosols, and dust are also included in atmosphere. And you know that atmosphere is surrounded around the earth because of the gravitational force of earth. Otherwise, it would have been lost. So, because of gravitational force, there is atmosphere that is surrounding the earth. Next is biosphere. Biosphere is that zone of earth which support life, and here the interaction between land, air and water and humans is possible. So the zone of the earth where we are living currently can be called biosphere. Next we'll study a term which is ecosystem. So ecosystem is the interdependence of living organisms on each other and on the environment around them, on the surroundings around them. It is called ecosystem. It will form an ecosystem. If I'll explain it in simple words, it means that when the living organism depend on each other as well as on their surrounding, so this relationship of interdependence forms an ecosystem, and this interdependence is found everywhere, like in the forest, in the grassland, in the sea, in the ocean, etc. So this is called ecosystem. Next we will study human environment. Human environment means that humans interact with the environment to fulfill its needs. So why will human interact with environment? Just to fulfill its needs. This interaction continues since ages. So it is not that now we are interacting with environment. No, since ages we are interacting with environment to fulfill our needs. For example, in early times, the man cleared the forest land for growing crops to cultivate the crops, and sometime they took water from the water bodies to consume it for various purposes. So in this way they were using and modifying the environment for satisfying their needs. But modern times, what we are doing, we are clearing forest land to grow crops, build settlements for us, and we have also started trade and commerce and transportation. In short, we have become modernized. With the modernization, human being has constantly exploiting the environment just to fulfill its needs, and the greeds are growing day by day, which are exploiting our mother nature. And we have also started trade and commerce of not only natural things but also things that we have made by exploiting the nature. The transportation and other modes of communication has also been developed. These acts pollute the environment. We are clearing the land, which is eroding the quality of our soil and land. We are constantly dumping waste into water bodies, which is polluting our water. We are using too much transportation vehicles and factories that emit smoke, which is polluting our air. In these ways we are polluting our environment. So there should be a balance between nature and humans. Humans should use the gifts of nature wisely and in harmonious way. In short, this chapter aims to develop a moral and moral duties among the students so that they can understand the value of the environment they are living in and the natural resources, the gifts of nature they are endowed with. This chapter also aims to inculcate the habit of expressing their gratitude towards the nature, and to realize that their job is not only to exploit the nature but to use it very wisely and in a harmonious way to maintain a balance. So I hope you you are able to understand this thing, and that's it for this chapter. We'll proceed in the next chapter in the coming videos. So thanks for watching. Subscribe, like and share. Thank you.